Yes children, in the previous class we were learning about the motion and the types of motions we had. Now we are going to learn about what do you mean by time. You know very well, nowadays the time is very important for each and every person in our day-to-day life. Yes, so based on time we have few questions like how do we measure the time and how do we estimate the time, and few more. There are few people who will always waste the time. So today we are going to learn what is the importance of time in our day-to-day life. So see here, first, measurement of time. How do you measure the time, children? Usually whenever you want to go outside, what you will see? You will see the time. What exactly the time is now, at what time I have to leave, and by what time you will come back. That is that. So where do you see exactly? That is your watch. The clock is a way to measure the time. Here in the page number 38, Ravi and Satish started from school at 8 a.m. from their houses, which is side by side. Ravi started on a bicycle and Satish by walk. They are two friends, Ravi and Satish. What they are doing? Ravi is going by bike, Satish is going by walk. So what happens? Who will reach the school first? How much earlier will he be compared to the other? How do you measure early or late arrival at school? Who will reach the school first? So whom do you think that either Ravi will reach or Satish will reach? Yes, obviously Ravi. Why Ravi will reach soon? Because he's going by bike. That's the reason he'll reach the school first. You can easily estimate the time reaches the school earlier than Satish. But to answer the question of how earlier Ravi reached, we need the measurement of timings taken by both Ravi and Satish and the difference. Obviously. Suppose I'll just give you a simple example. You and your sister are going to the school and you are going by bike and your sister is going by walk. Or you are going by cycle only, you think. By cycle from your house to the school you reach by 20 minutes. But whereas your sister, she has reached by 30 minutes. So what is the measurement? Means who has reached first? Of course you. But how much distance? By how much time you reached first? By 10 minutes. How? Your sister reached 30 minutes, that is by walk, and you reached by 20 minutes, that is by 20 minutes. So 30 minus 20 is 10. So by 10 minutes you reached. That is a difference, that is 10 minutes earlier than your sister, you reached your school. Measurement of time using a stop clock. You always, in many phones and especially when this swimming and athletes, they usually use the stop clock. But at what time they'll start and at what time they will stop. That is a main aim for them. Time is a main aim for them because whoever reaches first within short period of time. So what they do measure with the stop clock. Now tell a cell phone, go to setting and open stop clock option. If you're not able to do this, take help from your friend or your teacher. Measure the time taken from the events. He has given a table, ringing of a long bell, completion of a prayer song, and running 200 meters by your friend, and completion of the pledge during school assembly. He is asking you to measure at what time it starts and at what time you ends it. So you can just prepare a chart of that and then you can do it by yourself. Now what are the units? You know very well, as we already know that we are in the mathematics. So 60 seconds is 1 minute, 60 minutes is 1 hour, 24 hours is 1 day, 365 days 1 year. There are other measurements in time also. So like we have 10 centuries, you say 1 century, 100, the same way. So basic unit of time is what? Seconds. What is the basic unit? Seconds. Now, so we came to know what is what is much important in the time. Now next option is your speed. We are talking about the speed. So now many objects in the world around us are moving. To compare how fast they are moving, we need to know their speed. Obviously, as in previous class, we were measuring the timings from your sister and yourself. but how much fastly you did and how much fastly she did, that is more important than timing score. So you may have observed the speedometer in motor cars, which tells us how fast the car is traveling. Yes, in each and every bike and car also you'll have how much fast, what is the speed level you're moving. Usually odometer is a vehicle, in a vehicle shows the distance traveled in kilometer. So you'll have both here. This is like odometer, which shows you the how much distance you traveled, and what is the speed also will be shown on a particular vehicle. Now, how do we calculate the speed? The speed is calculated in the SI unit, that is your meters per seconds. What it is? Meter per seconds. So we know at what distance we travel. Suppose you are going from here to your school, from school to your home. At what distance? Maybe 1 kilometer. For in 1 kilometer, how much? That is your distance. But how much speed? Maybe 40 or 50. Like that is your speed level. But what is my average speed? How do we calculate the average speed? So what do you mean by average speed? So let us see. We experience in our everyday life that most of the objects in the motion do not have the same speed throughout the journey. To express the speed of the object, we consider it as an average speed. So see, each person has their own speed level and each person has their own distance level. So each person cannot be calculated same. They are not same. They are different. So in order to find out what is exactly the average score, how we do average points in your average scoring, the same way there is an average speed which is calculated. How? Total distance. What is the total distance? You are traveling from this distance to that distance, and total time taken to travel. Now he has given me the example, so let us see. He has given me a car is traveling by a distance traveled by a car is 60 kilometers. So a car is traveling for how many kilometers, children? That is 60 kilometers. This is my distance he gave me, and the time is 40 minutes, and he is asking me to find it out what is my speed, average speed of the car which is to be taken. So let us find it out. So we know the speed is equals to distance by time. But what he said, for 40 minutes, for 1 minute is how much for us? 1 minute 60 seconds, right? So 40 minutes means how many? 40 divided by 60. So 0 0 cancel, 2 2s are 2 3s are. This is 2 by 3. Hour or minute, it's same. Sorry, minute. Okay, 2 by 3. That is my time now. Now what is my distance? 60 kilometers by 2 by 3. 60 into 3 by 2. 2 1s are 2 3s are 6. So 90. What is the average speed of that person is 90. So how much distance, how much kilometers is traveling? 60 kilometers per 1 hour. So this was your lesson about the speed and time. Now you came to know how much important is the time. So speed, how much distance we travel, and at what average distance also we'll travel, we have come to know in this part. So I hope you will read the lesson once again and you will be able to solve the questions which is there in this page, that is page number 40. So go through your lesson, read the lesson perfectly, and ensure you're writing the notes perfectly also, children. Thank you.